So what's been typical with Black Star Riders for me is I write out my notes because their verse and pre-chorus and then a chorus, they change it up a bit. So I'm able to at least to keep track. I know the song in my head, but you know, I tend to get a little lost. So I'll upload my notes for you so you can follow along. So the verse, we're going to hit an A and then an F sharp. Then we go to a D at the 5th fret. And then C sharp minor, but we're just going to play, these are just power chords. So we'll go to C sharp and then B. Then we start over. We'll do an A, F sharp, and D. Alright, now when we do our C sharp, instead of going to B, we're going to go to E 6th. I call it 6 because it's a 6th root. Okay, so we'll go. Then they started again, a little more rhythm in the chords. Then we'll go through the exact same chords in the verse, just with a little more rhythm. So we've done the first set of measures. We're just going to repeat it. These repeat for the verse and actually the lead. So let's go second part with a little more rhythm. When we're on the 4th time through, rather than go to the E6, we're going to go up to an E5th. The reason is we're coming into the pre-chorus, so we're going to go to, starting the pre-chorus will go D to E, so you want to be in this position, okay? So let me go all through the verse so you can see it, since we're just doing the rhythm. This won't be real long. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the pre-chorus. All right, so the pre-chorus, we'll go D, E, and we're going to just move up to F sharp, okay? So we're kind of going up each little dot. And then we're going to go back E, D, C sharp, and B. Then we end on an E with the 6th root note. And you're into the chorus. So that's the pre-chorus. The next time they do the verse, they won't do a pre-chorus. They're going to go right into the chorus. Again, this is why I take these notes, because, like I said, the second time through the verse, they skip the pre-chorus. They go into the actual chorus. All right, so that said, we're going to go into the chorus now and cover that. I love the way this chorus is put together. It's not difficult, but boy, the 3rd time through, when they just add an F sharp and a G sharp note to a D chord, and then the E 5th root, is just, it's genius to me. So the chorus is A, B, and then D, E. All right, we'll do that twice through. Okay, so you could see the 3rd time through, I'm doing a full A count. So you've got your F sharp and G sharp note on the 6th fret. And then you're to your D and E. Alright, they're going to finish this chorus out with an F sharp at the 6th fret, so a 6th root. And then an E. And then they go into the lick one time through. So you know the lick, okay? But that's after the first chorus. They do that intro lick one time through. All right, we've gone through the chorus, and then we do the set of licks one time through. Then we do another verse, no pre-chorus. They go in right into the chorus a second time through, and then there's a bridge, and this bridge goes like this. So that's one guitar. So we've ended the chorus with our E, and then we're going to open 6th string to 2nd fret. We'll hit that twice. Then we'll do it again. One more time. Then we'll go open on the 6th to 2, and this time the open on the 5th string back to 2. Now, one guitar repeats that 3 times, so it should sound like this. All right, the 3rd time through the 2nd guitar, what Scotty does is he's going to just change up, and he'll harmonize with that 3rd time. Okay, so the first 2 are just the A to F sharp, but the 3rd time the 2nd guitar is doing 2 to 3. So we have this. All right. Then what they're doing is they're going up from C sharp, D, E, F sharp, okay, G sharp, and A. So we're just moving it up. And then you're into the lead. Now the lead underneath, basically the rhythm is the verse. When the lead comes to an end, we're going to go into almost the pre-chorus. Again, these guys change this up. So I'll show you the rhythm that's after the lead. So just like coming out of the verse, where you go into the pre-chorus, we're going up from our C sharp rather to E6. We're going to do our E5 here, back to D and E5. Very similar to the pre-chorus, but what they do is they go to F sharp, and they're going to hold that, all right? And there's a little lick in there that Damon does. I got to figure that out, but it's pretty cool. So it's almost like a pre-chorus. So let me take you through the very last lead rhythm, A to F sharp to D, C minor, and then E5. They're going to go back to D, and then E, and then an A. All right. And that A is held, okay, just like the F sharp was. And then just like the pre-chorus, we're going to go back to our D at the 5th fret, to E at the 5th fret, to F sharp at the 5th fret, back to E, and walk down to D, C sharp, and B, and then finally end up on E6. And then you're into the chorus, Bound for Glory. And they'll do the intro licks. I'm not sure how many times, I didn't count them, maybe 7 times, and then end it with an A. So I'll probably do a playthrough to help everybody see how all this shit fits together. Like I said, there's a lot to how these guys do this, but it's such a fun song to play. What the hell, I'll do a rhythm playthrough. So I hope you enjoy.